The first period of the Phanerozoic eon is called Cambrian. It started 542 million years ago and continued for about 56 million years. Trilobites are the most well-known and widespread creatures of the time, although these creepy things are not the only ones the Cambrian is notable for. This was the period when the prey-predator system was finally established. It goes without saying that in the millions of years that followed, natural conditions would interfere with the established food chains, with some species dying out and others riding high, but the principle stayed. Predation became a potent incentive for evolution, which forced organisms to change in order to be able to deal with new threats, as well as to explore new areas so far inaccessible to predators. The Cambrian Explosion produced a great many completely new forms of organization of living organisms. Many of them didn't prove to be viable and eventually vanished off the face of the Earth. Others, on the other hand, brought about a great diversity of new species. For example, approximately 550–530 million years ago, tiny bottom dwellers resembling mollusks, known as hycowellers, developed a sturdy notochord going through the entire body. These creatures are believed to be some of the most ancient ancestors of today's vertebrates. Pichaias came a bit later. These were not very large creatures either. They looked like lancelets, flatworms, or primitive fish. Proud owners of a sturdy and flexible cord with muscles attached to it, they were able to swim by wriggling their entire body in a series of S-shaped movements. This manner of swimming proved to be quite effective and fast, which allowed early chordates to survive and evolve into higher organized species. Admittedly, almost all paleontological finds dating back to the Cambrian are those of marine dwellers, as the overwhelming majority of the living organisms of that period lived in the ocean. Some of these creatures we can see in fossil finds look highly peculiar and even horrifying. Anomalocaris, for example, was a giant shrimp measuring up to 60 centimeters in length. It was also one of the apex predators in the Cambrian period, and even though other finds appear rather bleak in comparison, they are proof of some really important phenomena.